Everybody, what's going on? Happy Wednesday to you and yours. It's Bay Ragni here, Total Gym Radio Rocks, and boy, do we have a freaking show lined up for you guys tonight. I can't freaking wait. I've been waiting for this moment for 2 years, and I know somebody else has too, the guy who's been working on this project, pulling his hair out, trying to do it. We got the band Face Without Fear. This is Tripp Eisen. You might remember him from bands called, like, Dope, the Murderdolls, Static X. Well, this is it. This is the new band, the new project. It's real. It's not fake. It's not Memorex. It's ready to roll. And we're going to world premiere the single tonight, Deliverance. But before we do that, we're going to talk to the guys. We're going to introduce the guys to you. We're going to find out about every nook and cranny of this band that they're going to tell us. It could be a little, could be a lot. I don't know. So everybody sit down, relax, open your ears, clean out the wax. If you want to have a beer, have a beer. If you want to have a Diet Coke, have a Diet Coke. Drink a bottle of water. I don't care. But get ready. Let's do it. So, without further ado, the band Face Without Fear. And let's do a roll call here. Go ahead, guys. Introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
This is Tripp Eisen, and I play guitar.
What's going on? This is Dante. I'm playing guitar, keys, percussion, little backup vocals.
What's up? This is TJ, and I'm the drummer.
Hey, this is Kenny, and I...
Go ahead, Kenny.
Okay. Oh, did I break up? I apologize. This is Kenny, a.k.a. Mantis, and I sing and scream and play some guitar.
Did you
he does
put some more coins in that payphone you're at?
Oh, I'm sorry.
The one thing I didn't realize...
They take Canadian quarters.
It almost sounded like you guys have Jim Florentine in the band.
Yeah, it's a guest spot, actually. I was hoping you'd keep it kind of under wraps, but thanks, man. It's mate.
Oh, it's too funny. Well, guys, first off, let me thank you all for doing this. It's an honor for me to be able to talk to you guys first and play the music and expose you to the world. I'm happy that you guys chose to do it here. I'm really freaking honored, so thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Absolutely, bud.
Yeah.
For having us.
Yeah.
So let's get into it, and let's do it this way, and this is the way I've been thinking too, because I know everybody's going to want to know, like, there's this whole Static X thing going on with the Masked Singer reunion and everything, and I figured let's touch on that first. Let's get that out of the way, and then let's get into the real nook and cranny of this whole Face Without Fear world that's about to explode on everybody. So Tripp, let's talk about this. I mean, it's about to break. New music is coming out from your old band Static X. They're like back together with a guy under a mask, and they're about to do this whole reunion thing. Like, were you kind of shocked when you heard about this? Did you know this was happening, or?
Oh yeah. I'm obviously tight with the guys for many years, so I knew every step of the way as it was going on. So yeah, I'm privy to what's going on, and I think it's really cool. The music. Obviously, we've all heard a lot of the music on their teaser videos and stuff, and what they sampled out for people to hear. So the cool thing about it is, I love it. I love the music. It sounds great because you hear Wayne's voice and stuff. But something that's kind of cool is, there's a lot of my material in this project. So some of the old songs I wrote with Wayne, and going back to that, and even a new song. So pretty cool.
Oh, that's wild. Now, did they come to you and like talk to you, like say, hey, we're going to be using some of this old stuff, or like, did you like consult with them? You know what I mean? Like work with them together on this stuff, or?
Yeah. We were working together on it for a couple of years, So yeah, I was in the mix working on the stuff. So it's definitely it has my input in it, and like it goes back. So it's very emotional, and it's very like personal, because it's stuff that me and Wayne wrote together. A lot of the stuff. This stuff me and Wayne wrote together. Like the first 3 songs that you hear that were exposed to the world, Road to Hell, Something of My Own, and Hollow, those are all 3 songs I co-wrote with Wayne, and then actually Road to Hell is like a brand new song. So I was involved enough to work on some new music too with these guys. So yeah, I'm proud of it. I'm proud to hear it, and it's exciting that this stuff is coming out. And obviously, Wisconsin Death Trip is like near and dear to our hearts. That was such a monumental album when I went out on tour with those guys in '99. That was the album. I saw it go from, doing pretty good to breaking and going platinum. So I was, in the band Dope at the time. So I saw the whole thing break, and we were right there when they got gold and they got platinum. It was amazing. So a lot of this stuff is really personal, and it's cool to see it out there, and it's cool that these songs that were never released are now making the light of day, and you get to hear Wayne's precious voice on it. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be like, I mean, with the sad passing of Wayne, obviously now that we find out like there was a lot more music that you guys worked on together, so you probably thought like deep down these songs would probably never see the light of day, and now that they finally are, it's got to be, A, exciting, but also B, like a very emotional thing for you.
Oh yeah, it's very emotional, and it's cool, and like they said, they found even more songs, and within that mix, there's even more co-writes that I did with Wayne. So like most of the material is from my era of the band, but it's cool. I mean, like people have heard the tidbits of it, so obviously they're going to hear the whole songs very soon. So it's exciting, yeah.
Now, how about the whole like mass singer idea? Like, now here's maybe like a weird question. Like, do you think it's like a cool way to honor them, or like something that I'm not like a big crazy fan of, but like this whole Dio hologram? Would you have rather seen something like maybe like a Wayne hologram instead, or of a mass singer, or?
Yeah, I don't think they filmed them enough to do a hologram, but it's definitely a situation where like Wayne's not here, so there has to be a decision to do something, and that's what they decided to do. It's like it's gonna be out there. So I mean, it's exciting. I mean, just the idea of Wisconsin Death Trip. That's why they said it's about the idea of recapturing Wisconsin Death Trip. So that's like what you focus on, and it's just like that album. Puts you in another. It's another world. Every Static X album was unique in itself. Wisconsin Death Trip was its own thing. Machine was a different thing. It wasn't trying to recapture them. Shadow Zone was a different thing. Start a War. So each thing took another step. So it's not like they were trying to do so. So Wisconsin Death Trip is its own thing, and that's what this anniversary and celebration is about. 20 years. So it's cool. That music is just still magical. That album. The whole thing, front to back.
And even I mean, there's so many bands out there today that, let's face it, that don't have the original member or like the main member, but they still go on, and I think it's like just a great way now to the point to honor that music. People want to hear the music; they love the music.
Yeah, and the more original members you have, the better. And it's just there's so many bands out there with like one original member or a guy that knew an original member, but it's like. But every original member of Static X, I was tight with Ken, Tony. I knew Koichi. I worked with him on Start a War, and then of course Nick Oshiro. So it's a special time. It was cool. So it's good to see him doing it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so let's do this. Let's get into this whole Face Without Fear. Now, Tripp, I know this is like something we've talked about it, and like when I've seen you at the Roughhouse shows and all. Like, this has been like your baby that you've really been like going crazy, busting your ass trying to put this whole thing together. Have you found this more of a difficult process, like where it's where it's truly you starting this from scratch, where maybe stuff like you did, like when you put the Murderdolls together, you had Joey and you're putting it together, or with Dope working with Etzel, and you know what I mean? Like this is just falling on your shoulders now.
Right. Well, yeah. Basically, it's find the right lineup. I went through different lineups with this band. It's been a struggle to find the guys I got right now. To find them, I think of each guy in the band as a partner. It's not like just like everybody plays a crucial role, and we're all chill. Everybody's got a great sense of humor, so there's a great chemistry in the band. So finding the right guys was the key. There was times I was going to launch, but something's not right. Sometimes you got to launch, and I wanted to launch earlier, but it just wasn't right till we, put things in place. We got Kenny on vocals, and then the final piece was getting Dante. We just recently had a little bass player, mix up, and we're working that out right now. But the guys that got, the four of us right here are the core of the band, and I can't wait. We can't wait to get out there and show it.
Now, how did you actually find the guys? Because back in the day, it was either placing an ad in a music newspaper or a Trading Times in this area, or posting on your local music store bulletin board. And those kind of things aren't around anymore. So how did you find the guys?
Yeah, each guy was different, unique things. Yeah, putting something on a bulletin board just for the heck of it, or this or that, or just find, like Dante, we found at a show. We just, hey, dude, you start talking, and you just. Each one is each guy has a unique story of how he got into the band. And once we got this, it was kind of weird when each guy came into the band. It wasn't like an audition. It was kind of like a soft audition, and let's just keep playing and see how it goes. And there wasn't ever any, and the guys know this, wasn't ever like, all right, you're in the band now. It's just kind of like you kind of evolved into the band and you're in it. It's just this weird type of thing.
Now, how about the guys? Each one of you, how was it the first time you met with Tripp, and what was your initial reaction? That here's a guy. Let's face it. He's been around the world. He's done all different things in the music business. What were were you intimidated at all by him, or?
Oh yeah, man, totally. My first encounter with him, I showed up and it was just him and our bass player that we'd had at the time. So it was just me and him and the bass player in a small studio, but it was 2 hours away. So I drove 2 hours up north, and the whole time, man, coming close to shit my pants, because I grew up listening to this guy, So I thought it was going to be this big. I was expecting there to be lights and a road crew and shit, And it came, and it was just super chill. We actually all clicked right off the bat, and it was actually a really fun time, And it just, like Tripp said, it just kind of kept evolving from there, And everyone got a little tighter, and it gets to the point now where rehearsals are basically everyone hanging out. We've kind of become like a family more or less, over this time.
And Kenny isn't intimidated by anything,
right? Problem. No, I try not to be. No.
Well, I'll tell you the first time I ever met Tripp, because that was definitely an experience for me.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Explain your situation, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A friend of mine had tickets to an El Nino show, and he called me up and was like, man, I can't make it to this show, but I don't want to waste these tickets. You should totally go. So I was like, fuck it, I'll go. I literally dropped everything I was doing, and I went to the show. And by crazy happenstance, I'm just at the show, and this guy approaches me. Turns out to be Kenny over here. And he asked me if I knew how to play guitar. I get asked that a lot, to be honest. So I was like, yeah, I do. I'm sure it's my look that gave it away. Kind of got really long black hair. So yeah, I play guitar. And he goes, oh yeah, well, I want you to meet somebody. So he walks me over to these two gentlemen, which happen to be Tripp and TJ. And he goes, yeah, this is Tripp. He's the guy from Static X and Dope. And Dope had literally was just on stage. And I almost didn't even know how to answer that question. When I realized what he had said and who I was looking at, I almost felt like I just got smacked in the face. I was like, wait. You're Tripp right here in front of me? Yeah? Okay. And that's when I kind of put two and two together that I had just been asked if I knew how to play guitar.
And I was like, dude, I said, wait, hold on. I said, we need a backup dancer, not a guitarist. What the hell, dude? That's all right. Yeah, we can throw another guitar in there. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
And he dances too, though. You dance, right?
I mean, I run around.
Man, you're giving away secrets. You can't be doing that. You got to wait till the show to find that out.
Well, Tripp's the one who said it. I didn't say nothing.
Exactly, man.
I explained
martial arts too. So.
Nipple tassels.
Yes, the nipple tassels.
All I heard was nipple tassels.
Yep, that was what he said.
Dante showed up at the first
If there's a title to this show, it should be nipple tassels.
Yeah.
I'll be hashtagging nipple tassels in the promos.
Love it.
Dante thought he was going to be a backup singer, and that's why he showed up with those on at first rehearsal. Flinging them around.
Pretty cute.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of stuck, so I just kept doing it.
I mean, it was hot. I'm not going to lie. It was hot.
You can see him with a lightsaber.
Yeah, wait till the ping pong balls come out, man. It's going to be fucking nuts.
Yeah, dude.
So Kenny, how about you? How did you meet up with Tripp?
It was the same sort of musical network sort of thing between some of the local bands in the area and me kind of paying attention to shows, and I saw a flyer at actually was at a rehearsal studio, that one of the ones that I just happened to go to, and I was kind of jamming with an old band, and I saw this thing, and we're not, the group isn't really active anymore, and I was still looking to continue staying busy, singing metal, and I saw this sort of little like flyer thing. I said, this looks like something I might be interested in, and found out, a little bit more information about it, got down, and we just wound up clicking. We jammed several times in a month, and just kind of went from there. It was like, let's keep doing this.
Yeah, we had a lot. We had a lot in common too. It's like we had a lot in common musically, and a personal level and everything else. So we hit it off. It was kind of fun. We played phone tag for a while until we finally met up and jammed. So it was cool.
Yeah, he's right about that. It did take a little while to get together. It took us a couple of weeks to get our shit together, and we finally met up, and everything was awesome.
You guys probably couldn't figure out which nipple tassels to wear.
Right. Like, where the heck are you from?
Does everybody in the band collect comic books as much as Rex?
I collect comic books, but definitely not as much as him. I've gone to like comic shows with him before, and that dude carries like his home printed booklet of issues he needs. It's like pages. It's ridiculous.
He's very organized. Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Too funny. So now I got to ask the band itself, like, so when you guys meet Tripp, I mean, and I asked this to his other band, Roughhouse. I mean, I guess you guys knew the legal troubles he had, the situation that had happened. Like, do you guys sit down and discuss that? Do you like get that out of the way first? You know what I mean? Like, did you have any questions or doubts or about anything?
Yeah, I mean, man, it was part of it going in, and we kind of have had bits and pieces and discussions, and it's come around to he's dealt with the situation, and he's trying to better himself in his life. So at this point, man, we support him in 100%. We're a family, so we got his back no matter what here. They're always going in. You want to know the truth for yourself because there's always two sides to a story. So you come in, you make your own ideas. But, again, he's doing his life. He put the time in, and he's making himself where he's got to be. So we support him 100%.
Absolutely, I agree with all of that. Tripp is definitely one of the coolest dudes I ever met. He's the chillest dude I ever met. And like if what happened, man. Like he's done that. It's over with. We're moving forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he brought it. It's not like he tried to dance around anything. Like, it was brought up. It was like he kind of went out of his way to say, hey, I want to make sure you're aware of this. And he's very responsible. He takes responsibility for his actions. You know, he's just one of these guys, and he's really put so much effort into this project. That's the thing that I think we all see is like how much patience and time and effort he's put into this, and so that's really an amazing thing.
Oh man, I was
so
blown away when he first reached out to me and he sent me all these tracks and everything. I mean, he literally has more than you can even imagine just in tracks.
Oh my God.
It's just like here's like 8. Check out 8 that I wrote. I'm like 8.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Time I get like, you know. I was getting CDs from him for like 6 months. He's like, here's 5 more, check it out. Here's the song. Which one do you like? And you know, so it's evolved from there. It's actually pretty cool because we kind of got to cherry pick what we liked, you know, and work from there.
It's kind of interesting too. The to dovetail into what you're saying there, the song "Deliverance," our new single, is a song with a lot of history to it. So it's a song that actually was a song from back in the Static X days. So it had its genesis back when I was first writing for Shadow Zone. So it was like back in those days when I was kind of new in the band and we started writing music. So this song is kind of like a song that's been lingering around, and with Kenny's help, we brought it to life again and, you know, developed it. And it's a really cool song. That's why we're proud to get this out there. And it's kind of interesting because, like, you got Static X with, pulling the old songs out and releasing them, and now even our first song here is kind of from back in the day, you know, that I worked on back in the Static X days. So Deliverance is like it's a cool song. It kind of like sums up what the band's about, but you know, we have a lot of other material with a lot of other cool, you know, twists and stuff. We can't wait to get the other songs out. We got maybe 2 more songs that are getting mixed right now, a 4th one, and then we're going to go back in the studio this summer, cut some more songs, maybe a couple covers. We do some brutal covers, some punk covers, Misfits, Ramones. So we got a lot of cool things up our sleeve. You know?
That's awesome. Now, Tripp, let me ask you. Like, I mean, if you're saying this song "Deliverance" kind of goes back to the Static X days, do you have a lot of those like ideas from, you know, through the years, like that you've been just kind of like sitting on and waiting? You know what I mean? Like that have been like just waiting to be unleashed.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. We got. There's like 2 other songs that we do right now that are songs from, like, that I was working on with Wayne. And we developed those. They don't have any of Wayne's material, but they're songs that Wayne was like looking at for the next album. But yeah, so these songs have a history, and then there's some ones that we just wrote more recently. There's songs that are like kind of brand new, fresh songs, you know. So you know, there's a variety of stuff. So it's all very exciting. So we're gonna, you know, little by little release stuff, and you know, maybe put out an EP by the end of the year or maybe sooner.
Cool. All right. So the song "Deliverance." While we're talking about it, tell me more about the song "Deliverance," and then we'll play it for everybody and expose it to the world. So the song itself, what's the song about?
Well, Kenny had more to do with the lyrics. So I'll let him.
Yeah. I mean, it's first of all, it's been through a couple of incarnations. I think we finally, you know, got it to where we really wanted it musically, and then But in terms of what it's about, it's about exposing your entire identity. You know, exposing your soul, like bearing everything to either somebody or the world, and allowing your true identity to be seen by them, and that vulnerability that you feel when you do that, and I guess let your guard down is the best way to explain it.
So it's deep.
I guess you could say that. You know?
Well, the song itself.
It's go ahead.
Yeah, the song itself is like you're going to hear it. We have a lyric video in the works, so people will be able to see the lyrics up on the screen. So the lyric video will kind of give you a little more background than just hearing it. But we're going to have a full-length video. We're talking to a couple of video directors right now, so within the next month we're going to be filming the full-length video, so that'll be released, you know, very soon. So the song you'll get a little bit more of the performance. You see the performance in our teaser video, but that was just that. That's not any part of the full-length video we're going to be shooting.
All right, so the teaser that's been hit all over the internet and it's been shared out, thousands of times. That's not going to be the actual video, then you're saying?
No, that was just we just filmed that just to like launch the band, show you what we're about a little bit, and one side of the band, and that's why this band is multifaceted. There's going to be a lot of different sides to it. There's not one image. There's not one thing. It's going to be, we're going to keep evolving and back and forth. It's, just keep it loose.
Yeah, it's a really nice thing about this project is that it's multidimensional, and the songs are going to vary. Like Deliverance is about what we were talking about, but the subject material of other songs they're not always going to be either related. They may not have the same theme at all. There's a lot of things we're going to be covering.
Yeah, Face Without Fear. It's a conceptual thing which we're going to develop. It's no use going too deep, but it's part of a lot of the things I believed in for many years. A lot of the T-shirts I wore and the concepts and stuff of Ayn Rand and like that philosophy of individualism and stuff. So Face Without Fear is the deeper meaning, but it's just like something that everybody wants to express, that you want to put on that face, just like and be proud of who you are and everything like that. So it's a concept we're going to develop, and some of the songs are going to be a little bit deeper coming up. Some of the songs will be released will be a little bit different, not deeper, but just different subject matter, like Kenny was saying. So
cool. Well, are you ready for this moment? Are you nervous? Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Let's rip this shit, man.
Yeah, let it rip. Good shit.
That's all I wanted to hear. All right, let's here it is.
Isn't that shit, DJ?
World premiere. We need like one of them, like it doesn't do you no good on radio, but we need one of them like remember MTV used to do a big thing, world premiere. Oh, yeah. When they play video. World premiere. Here it is. Deliverance. Let's push play.
Mine, a way back to
And there it is, Deliverance. We ripped that shit, didn't we, boys?
Yeah.
Oh, that's freaking awesome. And I gotta just like when I got the advanced MP3 the other day, and I'm listening to it, and even when I seen the teaser clip when it came out a month ago, I'm going to say this to Tripp, like you can see how important the writing was in both like Dope and Static X through this music now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little, I mean, like, it just comes out, like, however it comes out, but yeah, I mean, it's, those, you can't erase what was in, your creative body, this is the
right.
kind of style like, that I dig. Even when I joined Dope, I was already writing kind of industrial, like, kind of, groove, dance-oriented stuff. I was in the, Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie, White Zombie back then, so, Dope fell in line with what I was kind of writing. We're actually doing a song from one of my old bands, Ego, in this band. So, like, there's stuff that translated from, one to the other. So, and then when I joined Static X, a lot of that stuff I was, some of those kind of riffs I was writing, those kind of riffs before. So some of my songs in some incarnation evolved into Static X that I was writing even before I was in Dope. Some of those riffs made their way onto some albums. So.
Nice.
It just definitely transcends. It's nice to have like some continuity through your career to some degree.
Sure.
Like T-shirts, Speaking of which, we're going to have some merch coming out very soon. We're going to have merch for people to be able to purchase and stuff, like some cool merch. So we'll start establishing all that and having some different things coming out. Some of the concepts and stuff will be included in the merch and stuff. People see it develop.
Will there be a website to send everybody to, or? Yeah,
pretty much. What's out there already is social media, but then we might launch a website as well. So cool. It's all going to come out.
Yeah. We're on your we're on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and the pages are, and actually drop by, show the love, spread it, say hello.
Check out the Facebooks.
Yeah.
Like, love, and follow Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Face Without Fear. Now going back to the music, like, and you mentioned you got some other songs you're in the middle of mixing and some covers you're going to do. And are these I saw you guys do a Beatles cover. I'm curious to know what song you guys do.
Oh, Revolution.
Nice.
It kind of plays into the conceptual thing that the lyrics. I saw the lyrics to Revolution broke down at one point and deeply analyzed. I was like, wow, these lyrics transcend something from the '60s, and the principles and the concepts there are just, they're so rebellious, but yet they're kind of anti-establishment, if you know what I'm talking about. It's like it's there. John Lennon wrote it. It transcends sometimes even his life and his later beliefs or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Like, there's a certain thing. So the principle, like even the cover songs that we chose or we choose in the future, even there'll be some point behind it. It's not just like, hey, this would be cool. There's going to be some kind of principle behind it, or some kind of some kind of meaning and stuff like into it. So. But we're excited.
Yeah, or at least a reason that means a reason that means something to us. That there's a reason that we, that translates to something that means a lot to us as well.
Right.
Yeah, and I was going to say too is I think it's pretty cool because the music kind of reflects that idea. Because when you're looking and listening at it, we beefed a lot of it up, but at the same time, we tried to keep a lot of it. And some points, at least myself, I tried to keep true to the original song. So we kind of have some cool evolution with it. Just as Tripp was talking about, is it kind of transcends. It kind of is contemporary, but at the same time, we kick it back a little bit. So it's something to definitely keep an eye out for.
Dante and I had to work with that song though. I mean, we were we were kind of wondering about that too. We're like, I don't know about this one, so we really had to put our own flavor into it. Right?
The direction we had going with that was something like, because I was still new to the band. Like we were only a couple practices in where I was like, the first couple times I ever played with these guys, and they were like, yeah, we do this cover too. And I was like, no way. I love the Beatles. I've always listened to the Beatles. I was a big Beatles fan when I was a kid. And, that was only in the 90s, so you could see how, like, impressionable it was throughout the years. But I couldn't believe we were doing Revolution. I'm like, that's great. I love that song. It's awesome. And we started playing it. And I was like, wow, okay. It's a little different. It's heavy. I like it. It's moving. But there were just some parts, man. It got the times where it's like, we're going to play Revolution. And I was like,
How is this going to work with what we're doing here?
Exactly. But we eventually smoothed it out. Kenny and I actually, that's what it was. Yeah, we ended up fixing. It was just a weird. Going into the part wasn't working very well, and the part itself just felt like it didn't fit. So we worked around with it. We spun the pieces around, and we ended up making it, smoothed it out real nice. And and now, to be honest, it's one of my favorite covers that we jam.
And we make it. It's pretty short. There's only certain types of people who aren't going to like it, and it's really annoying people that just hate the Beatles. There's people like, I hate the Beatles. They suck. Unfortunately, those people may not like it no matter how we do it, but whatever.
Whatever.
Freaking Beatles haters.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not a Hall & Oates cover.
And you're going to be able to hear. you're going to be able to hear the song Revolution at our debut show, August 25th.
Yeah.
August 25th.
So, so the live show. Now, originally you guys did have a show scheduled for it was supposed to be this past Saturday, June 1st, and
we did.
So I think we did.
Yeah, wait, what?
Right.
Oh, you know what? I gotta hold on. I gotta put another quarter in this payphone before this cut off.
No.
Where are you? What?
There were reasons beyond our control. We had to postpone the show. Just certain things didn't line up. Some people let us down at the certain junctures. So we just worked it out with the promoter, and we said let's pick another date. And this new date is going to be a little bit more friendly of a show, a little bit earlier in the night and stuff. So it's going to be cool. It's August 25th at QXT's in Newark, New Jersey. It's also Gene Simmons' birthday, so come out and celebrate his birthday. It's going to be cool. There'll be party favors and stuff.
Yeah. Will there be any?
We're going to give out rubber tongues
that night.
Yeah, we're going to give out cow tongues and.
Here you go. How about what was the song that Gene Simmons covered that he did? Firestarter. Do the Gene Simmons Firestarter version.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That
was a great album.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and so because we're moving forward August 25th, and that manager is fired, so we're
Yeah,
we ate him.
Yeah, that's right. Cut him up and ate him. So
his face is with
anybody that feels like they can rise to the occasion, feel free to reach out. We'll discuss.
That's right. We're looking for a new manager.
Yeah, it's all good. There's snacks and sodas too. Punch and pie.
Yeah.
Some of experience.
With the live show, can we? I mean, are you gonna be playing like Static X tunes, dope tunes mixed in with the new stuff and some of these covers, or?
Yeah. There'll be a few little gems thrown in from some of my other projects. Yeah, Static X dope, maybe a Murderdolls song, thrown in, but yeah, it's mixed in just to make things interesting. But we got a good, solid set of our originals, and it's
fucking
fun.
winger,
Yeah.
Queensryche.
Play these songs for the first time.
Yeah. Now, how about what's it like for you guys to be playing live with Tripp? I mean, I've been watching this guy for many years, and he always blows me away on stage. What's it like to actually be sharing a stage now with this guy?
Oh, dude, these guys are like at rehearsal, we just tear it up. There's no I don't want any focus on me. It's like we are just going to be madmen. It's just it is what it is. It's just go crazy. It's metal. It's rock and roll. It's industrial. It's everything, and we just let loose. I know Kenny's got the goods to deliver. Dante is amazing. We got he's got a unique qualities. similar to Paul McCartney, he's left-handed. So it's like it's got a cool dynamic on stage, you know. So it's like it's going to be wild. It's like, you know.
Yeah, and I guess I'm all right too.
Everybody delivers the goods. Yes, TJ behind the drums. It's like everybody delivers the goods, and our mystery bass player, everybody.
Well, yeah, we decided that we're gonna have a hologram bass player.
Yeah.
Just now we figured that out.
Yeah, we figured that out.
I mean, just
so we're gonna track the bass, and then, you know, it'd be like. But no, you know what?
No. We'll
Tripp,
have the
Tripp
bass come
expects
down
the energy
on string.
level to be 110%, you know, and that's awesome because I've always been into putting on an energetic show, you know, as a singer, and these guys and everyone in the band just puts in 110%,
well, yeah,
you know, so it's like, it's just great.
I don't want to contradict you or anything, or I just want to let you know I go 111%.
You know, he really does, but
yeah, no. To be honest, it's hard to keep up with that guy, man. I've never seen somebody bouncing off the walls as hard as Tripp does, and it's like you want to reflect and you want to mirror that energy, and it's so hard sometimes. I don't know where he pulls it from, man. Must be all like the candy and Peeps and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Marshmallow.
I mean, no joke. Tripp literally sets the bar for me because it's like, well, if Tripp's doing backflips off the PA, I guess I can too.
Yeah.
You know, like it kind of sets me. It kind of he brings this level of energy that like you almost like at this point now being in the band this long, it's like it's expected. I see him like that every freaking practice. There's never a difference. He's never like it's like he always charges his batteries before he comes to fucking practice. He just has no
because of all that freaking sugary cereal he eats, man.
Exactly.
The guy's got more fucking cinnamon toast crunch than I've ever seen in my life.
No joke. He comes to practice. Every practice, he comes with a thing of Peeps, a whole sleeve. He's like, "You guys want Peeps?"
The motherfucker just spins his guitar around. He says, "Check this out."
So that's the secret: Peeps and cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah. That's how you get the energy level that this guy has. That's where it sets it for us. That's how you know how high you have to go.
It's definitely not caffeine or energy drinks.
No.
No. The old jittery.
In fact, you know what? Sugar's a Paul Stanley secret. I watched him on Kiss Exposed years ago. He used to pour root beer into his cereal.
Yep.
That's.
I'd like to put a shout out to Wawa and Quick Check.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, man, I thank you, dude. We got to get going, dude. But I want to just definitely push the show. We want to see everybody out there August 25th, and we hope to do your show again. Maybe we'll stop by again, dude, and we'll give you updates of what's going on when we release the video or whatever. We'll definitely come back.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks so much for doing this, man. Yeah, for sure. Thanks again for doing this, guys, and congrats on everything. And talk to you all soon.
Yeah,
thanks
man.
for having us.
Thanks so much for having us.
You're welcome, man. Take care, guys.
All right,
Nice.
Take care. Have a good one.
Oh, I forgot to say something. I forgot something. Hello?
Yo.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, I forgot to say something.
Go for it.
This is Tripp Eisen. You're listening to Totally Driven Radio.
There you go.